Behold the urban warrior, the 2020 Honda Grom, a mighty 125cc beast that scoffs at the very idea of being just a scooter.
Remember the good days of Craigslist? Craigslist actually wasn't that bad compared to Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is the Wild West. It is ridiculous, and I'm tired of trying to sell things on Craigslist. If I try to sell something, I typically try to sell it to people that I know before I hit Marketplace because it is insane, and I do not enjoy it. Now let's look at some of the comments that we've got on the most recent one. It's amazing. Is a driver's license required and is it automatic? No. If you're trying to buy a Honda Grom, this is for the most recent listing, the Honda Grom, and this guy asked if it needed a license and if it was automatic. No, it is a motorcycle. It is a manual motorcycle that requires a motorcycle license. And then he continues to ask, could I get it without a driver's license? Definitely could. Have to check the laws pertaining to registration. That part is above my pay grade. Another one, is it still available? Yes. It's a good time to come take a look. Would you take $2,500? Yes, that's actually the lowest I would take. If someone brings me $2,500 cash, I will sign the title. Okay, let me know a good time for you. I said I'll be available at 4:30 if you want to come check it out. End of conversation. Hello, will you take $1,600? The Grom's listed for $2,800. I would take $2,500, but no, I will not go down to $1,600. I always respond with an LOL on those. Is this available? Yes. When can I come by? I'll be available Sunday or today after 5 o'clock. Where are you located? In Seminole. I have to take a lift, but I'll be about 3. I don't know why he did a laugh emoji on that. I don't think he was serious, but who knows. I give him an address. This is an address to a local grocery store around here. It's got a big open parking lot. I love meeting people there from selling something. It's not my home, it's not by my home, it's just a neutral, safe space. If that works for you, let me know so I can leave the office in time. But then he has a change of heart. He doesn't want to just Uber there, or Lyft or whatever. So he's gonna wait until he gets a truck to pick it up. He'll keep me posted, and I never hear from him again. And this kid says he's got $2K in cash. Am I gonna take $800 off the price? Absolutely not. Sorry, I can't go that low. I have cash though. Thanks for your time. I've got a Grom on hand. Thanks for your time. Anyway, a lot of people have shown a lot of interest in the Honda Grom, and finally this kid Jeremy messages me. And this kid is local, he lives near me, and he actually came to check out the Grom. I said, if you bring me this much cash, I will sign the title. And he didn't have cash, it was Sunday, so he didn't have any cash, but he came and checked out the Grom, and he decided that he wants it. And what's crazy about it is that he brought his buddy along with, and unfortunately, we got to talking, and I told him that there's a price on everything. Him and his buddies are gonna be getting some Groms, they're gonna be gromming around. Apparently they already got some scooters and they were gonna mob around on that, but then they decided that they wanted to do Groms, so they're shopping for Groms. And I have 2 of them. Long story short, they asked how much I'd want for the other one, and I told them it'd be a little bit more because that one's got some stuff done to it. I've done the, what have I done to that? It's got the TST, tail light, it's got the upgraded springs for the clutch, it's got the oil pump mod, it's got a couple other things, and it's also got the pro taper bars. So that's a Grom that I didn't really want to get rid of, but I told him, hey, if you guys bring me this much money in cash, I will give you guys a package deal on both of them. I'll sign away the title to both of them. And he texted me last night, he said, hey, it's a deal. We'll get cash, we'll see you tomorrow. So they're gonna be here in a little bit to pick these things up. Now, I didn't really want to get rid of both Groms because honestly, having one around is nice. If I have to go to the store real quick, I can just jump on that. Or if I have to drop off one of my trucks for service or anything like that, I can just throw a Grom in the back of the truck real quick. That way I don't have to use an Uber to get home or whatever the case is. They're just very nice to have. So I'll probably end up getting another one or something similar, I don't know. But regardless, these guys are gonna have some fun on these things, and I guess it's going to a good home. And then on the Beamer. All right, I'm gonna stop the video right there. I'm in a different shirt. It is a new day. It's actually a beautiful day. I actually finished this video. I was gonna post it, but I stopped it because there was irrelevant content from this point of the video moving forward. So, yeah, long story short, I had some free time, so I went and test rode a bike. And in front of me is not the BMW. I will tell you that right now. The BMW is no longer in my name. The S1000 RR which was a beautiful bike. It was my dream bike. I love that bike, and I was very fortunate to be able to get that bike. I'm very happy that I had the chance to have that bike, but it was just time to move on. It was time for something different, and I just didn't ride the bike that much anymore, mainly because we live in such a congested area, and to ride a super sport like that in traffic is just not fun. And I kind of figured if I'm gonna have that much money wrapped up into a bike or any type of toy or anything, it's gotta be something that I'm actually gonna use, something that's got like a purpose, something that I can use more often, and so that's why we got what we got. Can you guess what we got? I've got it blurred out right now, but can you guess what is behind the blur? And also, this is a bike I've talked about for a long time. I've got a couple buddies who actually have this bike, but I've been talking to my brother-in-law about this bike for 5 years, 6 years. So before this bike was even released, I was interested in this bike. Back in the day, before it was an actual bike, production bike, before it was even available, they were calling it the Raptor. That was the, I don't know if that was like a code name for it or whatever the hell it was, but they were calling it the Raptor. Originally it was gonna be the Raptor. And this bike looks sick, and it was kind of cool. My brother-in-law used to work for this company back in the day, and this company is located in Spirit Lake, Iowa, which is probably 15 minutes from where I grew up. Literally, my dad's farm is 15-20 minutes from where this bike is made. So it's kind of cool to actually get this bike. I guess, I don't know, it doesn't really make it any more special, but it kind of is. We sold all the bikes. We still have the Magna. We got rid of 2 Groms, and we got rid of the BMW, and this is what we're riding now.
Young legend in the making. Heard they was salty, so I shake 'em. Yeah, I heard 'em.
Introducing the 2023 Indian Challenger. So yeah, it is a lot different than what I'm used to. Obviously I've got the Magna, which is kind of like a cruiser bike, but it is a hell of a lot different than what this Indian Challenger is. And I'm super excited about it. In fact, I might end up getting rid of the Magna just because I know it's just gonna sit. I like the Magna because I had sport bikes before, so it was nice to have something that was still sporty but was kind of comfortable, and that's what the Magna was. I mean, it's kind of like a nice cross between a sport bike and a cruiser. But now with the Indian, the Challenger, this thing is basically like a sport bike with a cruiser feel. The torque and the power that it has, the way that it handles is just amazing. It's got the inverted forks, it's got all the torque in the world, it's comfortable, it's got speakers for music. It's an incredible bike. In this video, I'm not gonna do a full walk around. I'm not gonna really ride it. I'm not gonna do that whole thing in this video. I'll do that in another video, but this bike is incredible. I should have bought one of these years ago. It's a lot bigger than the Magna. As you can see, there's the side-by-side. It's a lot different. But this thing handles so well. Like, it is incredible. And after I test rode it, I signed the paperwork right away because it is amazing. Like, if you're in slow traffic or just around the neighborhood or whatever the case is, this thing stays planted. It is, like, I don't know how else to explain it other than the fact that it handles extremely well. And I will probably go more in detail after I do like a ride video with it, but this bike is incredible. Like, if you are looking to maybe get a cruiser or you're on the fence between Harley and Indian, go ride one of these because you will sign the paperwork so fast and you will love it. This bike is incredible. Anyways, this is the new bike. This video's kind of been all over the place, to be honest with you. When I started filming it, I did not expect to actually go get an Indian, but again, after I test rode it, I knew I had to have it. But anyway, here we are. Welcome to the family. And if you have an Indian, if you got a Challenger, let me know what you've done to yours, because I know I'm gonna wanna do some stuff to this. I know I'm gonna wanna add some different handlebars to it, maybe some other stuff. Who knows what we're gonna do with this thing. Ultimately, it's gonna stay stock. I just kinda like the way it is already. It's a dark horse, by the way. And so yeah, if you have an Indian and you put some stuff into yours, let me know what you did so I know what to do to mine. So, all right guys, until next time.